Things and hope you're okay. So in this video I'm going to talk about developing a positive attitude and a positive mindset. So welcome to the Positive Podcast, where we talk about all things positive. We build and develop confidence in ourselves and look within for the good things that are all built within us. Today is Thursday, the 8th of June. Hope you are okay and hope you are doing well. It is a lovely day today, bright and sunny. In the UK it's fantastic, in the middle of the country it's great, and it is nice and warm. So we are in our summer. So welcome to our podcast. We'll talk about the positive things that life has to offer. We know all about the bad things on the negative side and the failures, mistakes, which are all good, but we want to focus more on the good things which have happened, the winnings, the successes, the achievements. So that is what we want to focus more on. So once again, if you're new to the channel or the video, subscribe, comment, definitely let me know where you are from, and share the page or share the video if you think it's worth it and if you enjoy the content. My name is Joshua. I am a mindset coach. I do help people to think positive, develop their emotional intelligence, and take positive, smart action. Hope you are doing well. We are just about to end the week, but tomorrow is going to be Friday, which is the end of the week, and the end of going to the second week of June. Today will mark the second week of June because we began on the 1st. Today is the 8th, so 1 week has passed and we are definitely moving forward. 3 weeks to go and we are over to July. It is a good day to be alive and to say thank you for everything that's happened to us wherever you are around the world. Shout out to you and hope you are okay. I'm sitting out in the park, just for those who want to know. Being live in the house is good, but when it's warm outside and you want to go on video, like, no, I want to go outside. Let's be like kid or children. I want to go play outside today. That's the good thing about working from home and you're working on times. You are flexible to go out and work in the park. But it's a positive thing for me, isn't it? It is a positive. Positive. So why waste the sunshine? You can do a live outside. Let's go for it. A good hour of sunshine is good for me, so I can get my vitamin D. It's good for my skin as well. Absorb all the rays of the sun. It's energizing, uplifting, motivating. The sun definitely gives a lot of life to the planet and the plants. Majority of the life is the sun. Right by the road, so you might hear a bit of cars coming in. Oh no, it's a perfect day. So before we begin, I want to give gratitude. So thank you to everyone who's watching, all those who are engaging, the watchers, the commenters, the sharers, the viewers, everyone, all the content lovers, the engagement, the platform, the manufacturers, the developers, the coders, so all those who are involved in making this video happen. If we go back, we know that there are a lot of people who are involved in making just this moment happen. So we are all standing on the shoulders of giants. Those who came before. I'm using a phone, so those who made the phone, those who created the phone, those who published it, those who created the software, the hardware, those who created the apps, those who invented Wi-Fi, data, streaming. So all those have come together for this moment to take place. So we give gratitude, say thank you, shout out to all the inventors, the publishers, all those who we never heard of but who made this moment happen, because without them it would not be possible, would it? So big thank you to everyone who made this moment possible, from those, all the manufacturers, all the inventors, all those give ideas, those working hard to keep the platform running. Thank you to Facebook, those who are working at Facebook, those who are working behind the scenes to keep the platform alive, to keep it morning, so that it's always online, there's no breakdown, there's no lagging behind. So there's a lot of work happening to make this. So I'm grateful to all those who are making this video possible and sharing the algorithm, they want people to view. So thank you Facebook, thank you Mark Zuckerberg and all those who are involved in Facebook and working hard. I am grateful. I am truly grateful and thank you to the higher power. Some say God, some say universe, some say I say the higher power. I am that I am, for giving life and making us enjoy this plane that we're here, this momentary. All say, some say you incarnate, some say you live once. As long as you enjoy your life down here before you go back where we all came from. So moving on to today's topic, giving gratitude, said thank you. So let's move on to how to develop a positive mindset and an attitude of gratitude and positivity. Why is that? Because we are bombarded with a lot of I'll call them problems, but I'll say situations or challenges which are some can be quite challenging if you don't have the right mindset or the skills to solve the problem. Sometimes we hit a dead end, or I wouldn't say it's a negative, but it's more of it's life happening, I would say, in short form. I wouldn't label it as bad or good. Sometimes we hit challenges which some are quite tough, some are really draining, some are painful, some are hurtful. So we tend to call these as negative, but I think it's just life happening, because everything comes from one thing, the good and the bad, so positive. But time comes when we have to face our the demons, but you have to face the challenges along the road. If you want to grow up, if you want to get that, you got to do the extra mile. So there are times when we think for everyone there is a time you have been there, but the question is, how do you solve the problem, or how do you challenge it, how do you tackle the problem? So sometimes, in most cases, your mindset will determine how you overcome a challenge or how you face it. The way you think, what you believe, sometimes will play a big factor in how you handle problems or challenges or even successes. Why? A man who believes he can do something is the one who thinks he can. The one who thinks he can is the one who goes for it. The one who thinks he can't sometimes are the ones who do not go for it. It's a very famous verse. The man who thinks he can is the one who thinks he can. Life doesn't go always to the fastest, to the swiftest, to the strongest, the smartest. Normally it goes to those who think they can. So sometimes someone like, oh, how did he win? How's it possible? Because he thought he can. So the race sometimes doesn't go always to the fastest, to the swiftest, to the most confident, to the toughest, to the smartest, and again to the richest. Sometimes it goes to the man or woman who thinks he or she can. Sometimes it's all about thinking that you can do it, and that's it. You may not have the skills, you may not have the experience, but if you think you can and give it a go, sometimes that is all it takes to win. If you see now the world we're living, people are winning, yet they're not very, they'll say some of them didn't go to school, some didn't have a good bringing up or childhood, but yet they're winning. Why? Because they believe they can, they are trying. So that is what we call a positive mindset, or part of it, because you are thinking that you can. So positivity is about thinking that you can do it, regardless of your situation or your condition, or those who are supporting you or those who are against you. A positive mindset is saying, I can do this. Yes, the tables are against you, the people are against you, everyone is telling you don't do it, you shouldn't do it, but you're saying, you know what, forget what they're saying, I am going to do this. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So having a positive mindset is saying, yes, you can. You're facing the fears, you have the challenges, you are doubting sometimes, but you know what? I am still going to do it. So in most cases, that's what separates the winners from the losers. The people who win, they say, yes, we can. I don't have a clue, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources, but I think I can do it. I'm going to go ahead and try anyway. Sometimes, in most cases, they do win. Sometimes people fail, but in most cases, those who give it a go always try, and they win. If they keep on persisting or persevering, in the end, they get like, oh, I did it. So the key is what's the difference between those who say, it's not for me, it's not possible, you know, my gender, my role, my color, my background, I can't do this, which is true sometimes, because of certain factors you can do something, but You can have someone who has the same background as them, but they say, you know what, yes, my background, my role, my gender, or my upbringing isn't suitable, but I'm still going to try, and they do it and they win. So what is the difference? The one has a positive mindset where he's thinking, yes, he can, or yes, she can. The other says she looks at things which are against them, and they say, you know what, I can't. Another one says, I look at the things against me, but I'm going to give it a go anyway and try. Yes, I can. So that is a bit, that is mostly the difference. Not something very complicated. In most cases, it's thinking that you can. It's not about, yes, sometimes you might need resources or place you want to be, but sometimes it's just about thinking, can I do it? Is it possible? Then you find a plan or make a way in order for you to get it. So there are plenty of people in the world who are very skilled, very passionate, have a lot of academic qualifications, yet they are not doing too well all the way they should be. Because why? Sometimes the mindset which puts them behind, oh, I'm not worth it, oh, because of my voice, because of my country or my tribe, because of my gender. And so that is what they believe in themselves. They've taught themselves for many years, or they've been taught that, and that's what is their core belief. So they think they can't because of certain factors. So this can be A, B, C, D. So I think we all have a bit of that in us. But the key is, you want to think, yes, you can. Yes, you want to think, yes, it is possible. Let's give it a go. Give it a try. Think big and say, you know what? The odds are against me, but I'm going to give it a go. As I say, reach for the stars. If you miss, you'll be in the sky. If you reach for the ground, if you miss, you'll still be in the ground. So say something, reach for £1 million. If you miss it, you get £100,000. If you plan for £1 grand and you miss it, you get £800 or £500. You have rent to pay, you got bills to pay, you got food, you got education, you got miscellaneous. So if you have a house to rent, you gotta think a bit bigger, so in case you don't miss it, you have something left over. If you have to settle down, have a family, you gotta think a bit bigger. You gotta think a bit more positive if you can make those decisions. Because when you think positive, it helps you think of the future. You plan ahead and you say, no matter what, I am gonna do this. Things are not go good. At times are gonna be hard, but it helps your mind be sane. Because now we're in summer, things are good. But when winter comes, start getting cold, bills go up, no sun, people unhappy. That's when the positive mindset really kicks in. It is easier to be positive when things are going okay, when things are going your way. When things go against you, that's when you see the difference between those who are positive and those who are not. When things get hard, when times get difficult, which is good, now you'll see those who will, it's when you see the character of someone like, yeah, so you can tell someone, those who are complaining, those who are, murmuring, those who are failing, those who are losing their jobs, and those who are losing their marriage contracts or their assets, the equipment. Sometimes it's because they were not prepared and they were hiding behind them. So when the times come when you challenge them, they don't have the mindset or the skills to solve that problem or situation. So they start panicking, and they start. Some of them start even having anxiety and panic. Some get stressed, some get depression. But if you are in that mindset, sometimes people think that just because you're positive, you're going to win. No. Even if you're positive, you can lose, but the key is your mind is sane. Doesn't mean you're going to win all the time because you're positive, but what I mean is, even if you're losing, your mind is sane. You don't get the stress of worries. Yes, you lost, you're like, tough. You don't feel the pain or the relief. Good example is, I was looking for certain asset of mine which I had, so I misplaced it. Someone was saying, must be feeling pain. Like, no, I don't. It's gone. That's it. I'm not going to cry and worry and stress. But I said, Josh, you must be feeling pain. You must be struggling. You must be worrying. I said, no, I'm not. And people were shocked because they were panicking. I lost my thing. They're up and down. But I said, you know what? I've lost it. It's not a good thing, but I'm not gonna worry or stress over it. If it's there, it's there. So fine to pay, you pay the fine. That's it. If you go down, you go down. But I'm gonna go down crying or feeling sorry for myself. That is a positive mindset. It helps you also, especially in negative times. Because if you don't have that positivity, you're gonna start panicking. Oh my God, what happened? What did I miss this? Where is it? Oh, then you're gonna think of all the negative things and start blaming people. Oh, maybe it's this person who stole. Maybe this and this. Maybe being cursed. Maybe it's voodoo. Maybe this person is against me. Maybe the world's against me. And so forth and so forth. But if you're positive, say, yeah, I can't find it, or I've lost it. So what do next? You either buy a new one, replace it, or you pay the fine you gotta pay, and you move on. That's it. It's gone. It's gone. That's it. No worries, no doubts, no fears. Positive mindset for the good and the bad. I say especially the bad times. Because that's when you get a test when you are in a bad situation. I use the word bad, but not in a tough situation. It's a challenging situation. That's when you gotta think, right, what did I do? Where did I put it? Don't panic, don't stress. Think what's the best course of action to take. And that is what is gonna help you out in a negative, and I quote, negative situation or a challenging situation. So there are much more ways, and every day we are faced with situations. There are times when we're winning a lot, but there are times when times we are faced with times when we say, you know what, I have to think different, or I have to keep it positive, otherwise. Especially if you're in an argument, someone's attacking you, someone is trying to, some people trying to limit your character. There's those who are trying to put you down, who are trying to make you fail. Some are trying to be violent against you. So there are all these times when these things happen. Someone's trying to get into your head. So that's the time you're gonna pause and take a deep breath. But sometimes if you allow yourself to be manipulated or fall for their game, like, you see, told you, it's not positive. Look at him. Told you, A, B, C, D, da 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 da. Now they're happy because they're in your mind. Now they have something to use against you. One second. So land. Can you hear me? It's gone. Yeah, so most of the times when somebody says, oh, we're trying to get you, I've got, especially now, because I've learned to be positive. There are people now who are eyeing me just to see if they can get into my head, and they've made it their life. Like, what? This guy is annoying me. I must try and make him angry. I must try to find something to get against him. And I'm like, oh, sometimes you're like, why? Before you think, why are you doing this? Like, what have I done nothing to you? Now, I'm like, oh, let us play. You are part of me, let us play. Oh, you think I'm negative? Let us play. Like, come on, let's play the game. So now I am playing the game. For those who have decided that, you know what, they're gonna make my life their problem, I'm like, oh, perfect. So instead of me complaining and saying, if you stop what you're doing, I'm like, oh, I fed them more positivity. Oh, I fed them, and they play again, so they play along. So they have decided to focus on me rather than focusing on their lives or their goals or whatever they're doing, which I guess is fine. It's not bad. I'm not complaining. So, it is good. So I get the positive and also the negative as well. And for me, everything is positive. Because the good and the bad is all good for me, isn't it? It's positive. But definitely, so think of ways you can develop that mindset. There are many ways to be positive. The best way is to go through a very negative situation and win at the end. That will set you out straight away. It's very hard to be positive when things are okay. So the best way to develop a positive mindset is to go through a negative situation and test yourself. So if you want to be a strong, skilled sailor, let's say, go through a storm. The storms make you hard. So go through a quote bad situation. I'll say experience some negativity, experience some rejection, some hatred, someone cussing you, someone calling you names. Experience that and see how you react and how you perform in the situation. So we always tend to avoid these situations of, oh, they're going to hate me, they're going to attack me, they're going to tell me off. Sometimes we do, but for those who are positive, we embrace them because we know those are the times which make us tougher and stronger. But the best way for me, I encourage you, is to go through tough situations and come out victorious. If you lose, then it might be worse, but come out victorious. So the key is, number one, think, be clear of what you want, and don't let anyone anger you. Don't be angered by situations or things. Always pause if you feel anger. So don't react to situations. They say respond, don't react. Someone gets angry, calm, respond, don't react. Or and you get up and get angry, or you punch, or don't react. So learn to pause and not to react to situations. Because if you do, that means you lose control and the situation will control you. So the other thing is to want to be in control of your thoughts and your behaviors. So you got to practice doing that. So practice learning to be calm, to be posed. Not saying you let others work on you. You can have also boundaries sometimes. So be calm, learn how to pose, learn how to respond, not to react. And also learn how to be in control and take a deep breath. So one way is to practice your breathing techniques. They're very good. So if you learn how to calm down in situations, it's going to help you a lot. When people are calling you names, attacking you, telling you off, saying how bad you are, just brush it off. Move ahead. Don't get angry, don't reply, don't react. Let them think of how bad you are. Which is good. The other times you think, oh no, they call me bad names, oh no, they're talking behind my back. It's a good thing. That means you are in their mind, so don't let it worry you at all. Don't worry if it's bad news about you. Obviously, I'm not saying you should encourage bad behavior. The times when you say bad, don't say that about me. Sometimes you have to stand up and say, hey, I didn't do that. Don't say that about me. There are times you have to do that, but it's not a bad situation. Let them gossip about you. Just put in your awareness. Let them gossip about you. Unless something very, very bad way is illegal way is gonna try to spoil your character, isn't it? That's when you must look and say, hey, don't say that. That's time you need to address it. The times you may have to address somebody because they are trying to defend your character. But those who are there, but some things you cannot control. So all you cannot control is your mind and your thoughts and your actions and your behaviors. If you can control those, that will set you on the way to being positive. And that will open doors to many, many things as well. It will help you out in all these situations. So one way to be positive is to control yourself, control your mind. Don't control others' minds or thoughts or behaviors. If you want to control everyone, let them be. I know people saying, oh, I'm a mother, I have to control my kids. You show them the way, guide them, don't control. They are their own unique people, their own beings, their own personalities. Don't try and make everything your way. It's how life is taught. We're definitely taught, especially in the tribe or in the family, we must follow our rules, our principles. So if you're in a part, then decide. But even then, you don't have to control everybody. So if you're in a tribe, if you're in a society, if you're in a club, then yeah, you must follow the rules, definitely, and abide by them. So that's one thing you're gonna do. But if you're not, then definitely you don't have to. But number one is learn how to control your emotions, your thoughts. Are you reactive? What makes you angry? What makes you sad? Think about all those triggers we have and learn to work with them or to let them go. So learn to control your emotions, your thoughts, your actions. How do you talk in public? Do you shout? Do you scream? Do you get angry? Do you manipulate? So all those are signs of you having lack of power within yourself. When you manipulate others, when you force others, you're saying that I don't have this, so I want others to do it for me. Yes, there are others who do it, but we don't encourage it for you to do it because here we build our own mindset. We get ours, we help people together to build our life, but we don't abuse or use or exploit. Why? Because tables stand, my friend, tables stand, no matter how big you are, tables stand. Maybe someone today, tomorrow, you never know about tomorrow. You never know who you're using or abusing. You never know who they are and what power they have over your life. So we encourage you, don't even think about using, abusing, or exploiting anyone. Why should we? Are we not powerless? We have our own power. I can make my own food. I can cook. I can clean my own house. If someone's helped me, they can help me. But I'm going to say, hey, expect somebody to do it for me. No. Someone pays me more money, someone pays me too much money, I give back the money. Hey, you give me too much, this is yours. I've got my own. Why take from others? Get my own. People complain about the world is bad, yet they're the ones doing the bad things themselves. So learn to focus on yourself. Don't abuse any right of anything, even including animals and plants. Everything's alive. Remember, there's a higher power than you. The more you abuse people, you're being watched. And they're like, aha, your time will come soon. So we avoid all these things, but one way is to be positive in all your stuff. Think big, think nice. Control your emotions, your thoughts, your behaviors. And put that. So you want to be grateful as well. One other way is to be grateful for your life, everything. Gratitude is a must for those of us who are positive. So thank you for all the good things we have. So we keep our mind in that state of positivity and thankfulness. Why? But why not? We have a choice not to. We have a choice to get angry. We have a choice to fight. We have a choice to ignore. We have a choice to manipulate. But we don't want to. It's just a choice we've made. Why? Because when you say gratitude, we get more things, and we don't end up disturbing or affecting our mental health. Because once your mental health is in a bad state, then chances are you won't enjoy your experience here on earth. It could be your work, it could be your partnership, it could be your life. So by developing a positive mindset and attitude, you're able to enjoy more, live better, become more healthy, have better relationships, look after yourself more, think deeply, work smarter, work harder. Those are the benefits. Smile more often. Now when you smile, your body is endorphin. What's it? I've got. Is it? Releases this chemical body produces when you smile. It heals you. It makes you younger. So all these things, people are paying a lot of money to go get this done. But if you are in a positive mood, it does help with, one, your body chemicals, releasing them. Two, it helps you. It slows your aging as well. Three, you're always happy, in a good mood. So these things are key for you, and those people who always have good moods are always wanted because they're always helping others. They're always in a good state of mind. They're the ones bring things together, making big moves, creating big, I'll say, innovations or advances in technology to help others in a better way. It's just that those who use the power for bad. We're talking about the positive power. People use the power for positive things. So you can develop that power within you, the positive power. So to be positive is just to know, to be clear what you do, to be creative, to be consistent, to be constructive. If you look in your workplace, the people who get paid more, in most times they are very creative. They're creative, they are very constructive. Sometimes they have many ideas. They solve problems. And if you look at all those definitions, that is the definition of being positive. Solving problems, being creative, having great ideas, being happy, keeping people motivated. Those are all factors, all meanings of positive. So they come under the umbrella of positivity. Guys who are always happy, who always think big, who love themselves, love others, who are kind. So nowadays you gotta add a bit more because of clarity. You gotta be careful, but also nowadays you gotta add in a bit of courage, and you gotta be assertive as well. Especially now, positive people should be more assertive because now people are being some people are very meek nowadays because of the situations. People don't want to hear or don't want to be accountable. Sometimes you gotta be assertive now, especially in this age. People are trying to take away your rights. People who are positive want to have life over you or to have power over you. So you're gonna be assertive as a positive person. Learn how to be assertive. Learn to say no when you mean no. Learn how to say yes when you mean yes. Because positivity is about being clarity and being set down. So one way is also to be assertive with your behavior and with your words and also with your actions. So there's a lot more you can do. So one way is check out our website, advancingmindset.com/positive mindset. An article about positive mindset, you can read it through and you can grasp the concept. The other books people have written about it, so look around the world, the books, Amazon, you can Google as well. You also go for coaching, you also go for courses. So there are plenty of ways you can develop your positive mindset. You can ask others to teach you, teach yourself, or you can go for consultations, for coaching, you can go for online courses, you can read books, you can read blogs. If you want a one-on-one session, you can even contact me. So there are many ways. Find the one which works for you and do it. Some prefer courses, some prefer coursing, some can do it on themselves, some need the help, like one-on-one help. So see which one works for you, but I recommend that you definitely think about the positive things in your life and how you can embrace it, use it to your advantage and to your benefit. Remember, what you give out sometimes is what you get back. So if you give out the hatred, the gossip, the manipulation, the false thing, sometimes it comes back to you. Examples, I've seen people who they will lie to their friends, their partners, to their bosses about something, fair enough. But when someone lies to them, they get angry. They really get angry. Like, you lied to them. No, I'm allowed to lie. And so are they. They will not tell you what they should be telling you. They will hide things from others, which is your choice. But when others hide from them, it is like, what? How dare you? And they get serious. I'm like, are you serious? Are you for real? Yeah, I observe now. I see people who are struggling. People talk about, oh, I'm in pain, I'm struggling. People, my husband left me, my wife left me. I think twice, like, why? I look at your behavior. What do you do as well? Because everyone has a role to play. People now say, I want to be there, but I don't want to be accountable for being there. I want to be in life. I want attention, but I want to give attention. There are those who are doing it now. Like, I'm there, but I'm not there. I want to be there for the good things, but for bad things, I'm out. So definitely be careful of those if you are in that mindset. Yes, so the world is, they say it's round. Everything that goes round comes round. Don't know how true that is. Some say it's karma. Some use the law of attraction. Sometimes they say, you look what you saw. And that's it. Sometimes I step back and look at people's lives and see they're always complaining about something, always complaining, murmuring, like, why? So I look back and see, what do they do? How do they treat themselves? I give them a chance to be themselves. They say no, they never lie, they never cheat. And then when it happens to them, they're shocked. Like, why are people cheating? Like, you're cheating as well. Oh no, but you should understand me. You understand me because I have no choice. So never do they. So people who don't want to be never wrong, but they want to be there when you are wrong. So, without judging, I'm saying those are behaviors which people have developed or they've been taught about labeling and saying, oh, you're this, you're that. So we encourage people to look at themselves and analyze their behaviors. Sometimes we are the cause of our own demise or our own problems. In most cases, we are the cause of our failures and mistakes. I just want to see it that way. They say you are the problem and you are also the solution. So the answer is you. Your answer is you. You are the Jesus. You are the Christ. You are the Savior. It's you to save yourself. It's you who caused it. It's you who can solve it. Someone thought, look somewhere, someone solved you, but in most cases you are the one who is going to save yourself from that situation. It's you who made it happen. So you have the power to make yourself fail or to win. So look for the power within you. Because you are born creator if you have a descendancy or those genes within you. So definitely look how you can develop a positive mindset and attitude. It will take you far. Take you for the good, the bad, that's it. I say use it for the bad times. In the good times, you don't really need to be positive. You can just think about it and it takes place. But in the bad times, in winter, when you're under attack, when there's war, when there's poverty, when there's, let's say, when you're lack of food, there's hunger, when you're rejected, when you're alone, if you can be positive in that situation, then you are a winner. Why? You say you want to win because when you win, you have that euphoria by yourself. The energy uplifts you. If you lose, that energy again is depressing. It affects your mental state of mind. You end up developing certain diseases like depression, anxiety, stress, and it leads on. The path from there is going down. But we here are the heaven people. We come from heaven, so we lead up to heaven. And we say we choose a path that leads us to heaven, to the good things of life. Why? Because it's our choice. We want to. That's it. No explanation why I want to be positive. No. You chose to be a liar. I chose to be honest. You chose to be cheating. I chose to be disciplined. So that's my choice. You made yours. I made mine. So we choose the path towards heaven. The heaven on earth is what we want. The good times, the hard times, and not put it past. The good times, low times, the brighter times, positive times, healthy competition, healthy wars, healthy jealousy, healthy sadness, positive, negative, and all the times. Sometimes competition is good when you compete with somebody. It's fun when you compete. You skills, you war, you power. It helps you develop. But if you kind of get jealous over that, then that's when the competition goes bad. But definitely encourage the positive competition. Positive wars, people go to fight, just go fight for fun. Hey, let's fight. Hey, not to care about out for fun. Not because we are jealous, it's because you're just seeing how tough you are to see how good we are. We fight, we say thanks, here we go. Simple. Positive wars, positive battles. Hey, you want to challenge you to a fight? Like, yeah, man. You win. Congratulations, you did well. You beat me, son. Yeah, I beat you. Well done. You are the winner. That's it. I'll go you next time. That's it. Positive wars, positive battles, positive competitions, positive games. None of that, oh, I'm better than you, oh, must be higher than you to win. Enough of that. So you, my friend, can do better than where you are. So a positive mind will lead you far ahead. But the quote in the description is from Michael Jordan. He said he has failed out many times. He was the best, but he talks about how he failed. Many times he missed the finishing end basket to win the game. Many times he was counted on, but he failed. But in the end, he's a champ. He's a legendary basketballer. Although he failed many times. So failure is part of it. Don't worry about the failing or the mistakes. They're part of it. As long as you don't let them be the whole story. You fail, work on it. You say, you know what, I did this wrong. Let me improve it this time. And you move on to the next situation. Or you carry on. So look at Michael Jordan, the legend. That's what was the story. So I'm going to leave it there. So I hope you enjoyed that. I did, definitely. Yeah, so definitely check us out on the Positive Podcast. We talk about all things positive. Hope you have a lovely day. So if you're new to the page or the podcast, subscribe. Comment below where you're from. Share the network. And we shall see you again for another live video as we continue on enjoying ourselves. So have a great week. Have a great Thursday if you're watching it today. And we'll see you again tomorrow on a Friday for another session. Take care and peace out.